I'm getting ready to tell you what our most common septic service call is, and I'm going to give you some tips in case you want to try to fix it yourself. On today's installation, we're doing a gravity septic system. Now, all septic systems have the same first component, and that's the septic tank. And that's the subject of today's video. Septic systems can cost quite a bit of money. And what we find is a lot of homeowners don't know the basics on how their septic works, so it's hard for them to maintain it and do things to help prevent any future problems. By far, our most common service call when it comes to septic systems is a clogged baffle. And a baffle is in a septic tank. It's on the inside of the septic tank, and it's where the pipe enters the septic tank. Now, the pipe that comes from the house and goes to the septic tank is called the sewer. And the chamber that the sewer enters the septic tank is called the inlet side or the solid side. Now, this side of the septic tank is where everything that gets flushed goes. The inlet side of a septic tank is designed to separate solids from liquids. And then there's a wall between the two chambers in the septic tank with a hole about halfway down. And what that does is it allows the water that is separated from the solids to move into the second chamber or the liquid chamber. Now, the purpose of this process is to keep whatever treatment is past the septic tank from being plugged up with solids. Now, septic tanks have a baffle on both the inlet side and the outlet side. What you're looking at is a typical baffle. This is a concrete baffle, and they're usually cast with the rest of the septic tank itself, so it's all poured at the same time. But there's plastic baffles. We can use PVC tees as baffles. There's all kinds of different baffles, but they all serve one purpose: to keep any solid material, no matter what it is, from going out into the drain field or the treatment area. And that's because if any solids make it out to the treatment area, it can plug off the soils and cause the septic system to malfunction. And due to safety concerns, it's not advised that any homeowner take the lids off their septic tank. Please leave that up to a septic professional. But hopefully you can be educated on how this process works so that maybe you can help prevent any unnecessary clogged sewers or problems that result in a service call. Let's talk about the three main causes of a clogged baffle. The first one is flushing too many solids at one time. When the solids reach the septic tank, they can't go down into the baffle, and so what they do is they plug the baffle up, then everything you flush from there on out builds up and makes the plug bigger and bigger. The second most common reason for a clogged baffle is the sewage level in the septic tank has risen to above the bottom of the sewer. Now, here you can see a septic tank where the water level is at the correct level, just below the bottom of the pipe that's entering the septic tank. Now, here you can also see an example of a plastic baffle. The third most common reason for a clogged baffle is the piping leading to the septic tank, whether it's the sewer on the outside of the house or the sewer under the house, is gradually clogging up over time from not having the proper fall. It can have too much fall or not enough fall, and solids get left behind inside the pipe Then when you do a big load of laundry, it comes flushing it all out and plugs the baffle up. To clear a clogged baffle, we typically just take a stick and push the clog below the baffle, and that'll clear it out. So to prevent this service need, be careful with how many solids are flushed at the same time. If you have any questions about the sewer running from your house to the septic tank, call a professional to have them check it out to make sure it has the proper fall. If the clog is caused by the water level in the septic tank being elevated too high, then there's a bigger problem on the back side of the septic tank somewhere, whether it's the drain field, a pump tank, or wherever the outlet pipe in the septic tank leads to. Something is preventing the water from going out there. You'll need a septic professional to help you diagnose that. I hope you learned something about this most common service call. And because this service call typically happens on a Sunday morning when you're trying to get ready to go to church and you're going to need to pay an emergency service fee, maybe you can help find some ways to prevent needing this service call. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.